Hi guys, so for this video, I'm going to cover 8 of the best landing spots in Chapter 2 Season 4. Now, before I get into it, I have to stress the fact that chests no longer have a 100% spawn rate. Hopefully Epic changes it back at some point. I really don't know why they changed it, but at the time I'm making this, chests only spawn 50% of the time. Why this is so important is that it makes solo looting routes a lot more RNG. As most of you know, I only try to show uncontested, safe spots that have good loot. However, due to this change in chest spawn rates, these spots are going to be a lot riskier. Don't worry though, because they are all still viable as long as you follow my tips and tricks. So with all of that being said, let's get into these landing spots. Alright, as you can see, I am in a custom arena game. I have not been grinding that much. I need to start playing more. Nonetheless, our first spot is right outside Misty Meadows at this hill. It's to the east of Misty, as you can see. And it's easily one of the best landing spots since it's only a solo spot. This is where the hill is. It overlooks Misty Meadows, and we're going to land on the henchman crate. Break that. There it is. Usually gives you heals, some weapons, utility. We're then going to come to the south to this house that has a chest. Hopefully it spawned because 50% spawn rates are not good. Hey, it did. I'm going to start farming wood just so I can get max. There's a lot of wood and brick over here. Hit the brick as well. And then I'm going to start rotating east towards the bridge. Over here, you will find some cars, a truck. I already have a pretty good loadout. I'm going to break this for the metal and the chest. I also advise you to farm the bridge itself to get max metal. Once you have about 800, 900 materials total, you want to come down the hill and go to this spot with the boat. The boat is the most important part of this route. No chest in the house, unfortunately. There are fishing rods, but we do not need that since the boat is going to farm for us. Look at that. I'm also going to come to this house that has a chest. One unfortunately did not spawn. You can see I already have too much utility. Continuing on, we're basically at the end of it. We have almost max brick and wood, and all you want to do is just keep using the boat to fish. Fishing is overpowered this season. I literally have too many floppers. That's how busted boats are. Anyways, at this point, you're pretty much set for the rest of the match. All you need to do is find some metal. You can either boat all the way down to Slurpee if you want to. You can come up this hill and just run to zone if it's at the center of the map. You just want to get max metal because you should have a ridiculously good loadout. And that's basically it. For the second spot, it's a hot drop. It's right outside Steamy on this beach. And just like the last spot, it is all about fishing. So if you're uncontested, you can land on the boat. However, if you are contested, I suggest landing on the first chest, which did not spawn. Unlucky. Doesn't matter because there's floor loot. You also want to farm some brick. This spot has a ridiculous amount of mats. After that, I swim across because there's even more floor loot, farm more brick. The boat is at the tip of the beach, and you're basically going to shoot all the fishing holes because there is a crazy amount of them. You pretty much only get blue weapons from these holes. The jellyfish will get you to full shield, or the slurpfish. There's a second chest that spawns here. The 50% chest spawn, though, it did not spawn. We're chilling, though, because of the boat and the fact that you can fish. After you loot up a decent amount, come over to this little island. It is behind Steamy. There's a chest spawn in the bush. Our first chest that spawned. Let's go. You want to take the boat still and come behind Steamy. Get out of it to these 3 shipping containers. All of them have chests, but we'll see how many actually spawn in. Did this one spawn? Nope. So only one chest. Continuing on, you're going to take the boat and come over to this area, which is where you're going to get max metal. All of these cars give you about 50 metal. And if you're still not max, you have these that again give you metal. At the top over here, there's fishing rods, as well as another chest. More metal. This shark is so annoying. Just avoid any sharks and come up the river. This is how you're going to get to zone. I would just be careful of anyone rotating out of Steamy. Usually they'll be gliding, but it's always good to just be aware. Last thing you need to do is just get wood, which is really abundant in this map. So if you want a really uncontested, really low-key solo spot, you're not going to find anything better than that one. You just really have to be willing to use boats. Boats are the meta this season. Look what you get from one fishing hole. That's ridiculous. The third spot is one without boats. On the map, it's right outside Craggy, next to Doom's Domain. It's that big bridge, and you're going to want to aim for the left side of it. Even though I'm alone in this lobby, I'm pretty sure I have the God drop. Look at that. Oh my. This building has one chest, floor loot. It also has a lot of metal to farm. I'll run over here because there's usually floor loot. Farm the car a bit, even though cars are so freaking bad. Why did Epic have to change them? On the bridge, there's one chest spawn here. Unfortunately, it did not spawn, but there's also one under it, which you can use these stairs to find. It's right here. I'll start farming these just to get close to max metal. This whole bridge is metal, so do not forget that. From there, I'm gonna run back up the bridge and across it, go back under it on the other side because there's another chest spawn that is not here. Don't be sad because you're actually gonna jump off of it into the water. Don't jump off bridges in real life, kids, please. You're gonna run in this bush where there's usually a chest. Epic, bro. What are you doing to my video? And you're gonna swim towards the northeast. This is another chest spawn in this bush. Please be there. Oh, come on. I guess the good thing is that it's realistic. These solo looting routes are much harder if you're not fishing. I'm already at max brick, and I'm gonna come back up here. This building has a chest as well. It also has these chain link fences for metal. Finally found some shield. Go on top of it. Do not forget to do that because there's 2 floor loot spawns. Also some ammo. Zone just started moving in and I'm at max brick and max metal. I'm gonna walk over to these bricks because there's 2 slurp canisters. There used to be a henchman chest that was removed, and I'm gonna finish my looting route by coming up towards Zate Hill. You can just take these wood pallets because they will not. There's usually a chest spawn there. And there I have max mats. The only downside to this route is again 50% chest spawns. Still, I'm at the center of the map. I have max mats, which some of the fishing routes do not. It all depends if you get lucky with finding shield or not. But again, that's gonna happen everywhere you go on the map unless you fish. Spot number 4 is a mix of a fishing route as well as just a normal route. On the map, it's where I almost did not visit. This is where Phase Mega lands. I'm just gonna call it Mega's Mansion. You can see it's behind Sweaty. It's also next to 3 other really good solo landing spots. There's Fort Crumpet, which is really good. There's this house, which is really good. And there's this area, which is also really good. The reason I'm landing here is because it's next to one of the Stark jets, and of course, the slurp canister. You want to land outside first. There was a chest up there in case you did not see it. There's also loot on top, so make sure you hit that. And when you come down, there's a chest spawn here. Oh, epic. And in this room, in the basement, there's a henchman crate and a normal chest. You're basically guaranteed shield, which is awesome. But remember, do not use the shield. Hold on to the shield as long as you possibly can. Basically, as soon as you finish looting, you want to run out and go to this slurp truck. Even with the Stark jets here, nobody should land here because they have to be psychos to go against those robots alone. You can, if you really want to, kill all the Stark robots, get the blaster, but that's not always going to be there, obviously. So I'm just going to show you my normal route where they're not there. I need to hit this chest. Let me hit the chest. This is the 3rd chest, and we're already stacked on shield. Look at that. You then have a choice to either hit this house or come over here and fish. The guy landing over there might run up to this house first, so I would say come over here and fish. Please spawn. Yes, the chest spawned, and I have a fishing rod. As you fish, make sure you're careful. Nice little shield fish. I'll take that. And I'm then gonna make my way over to this little bonfire area that, of course, did... Oh, it did spawn. Yes! We got good RNG this game. Max chugs, oh my. One strat I've seen Mega do is he will sit in this bush and wait for the guy pushing from that other house. He usually gets a lot of kills that way. Otherwise, he'll just rotate to this house that has 2 chests. This is gonna get me to max brick. And as you can see from where I am on the map, I'm decently center. All you need to do is farm metal, which I usually do right there. Pretty solid overall. Halfway through, and let's go back to a fishing spot that does not rely on a boat, but it does use one. This spot is outside Retail Row. It's this tiny little lake area right here. Over in that area is one of these Stark jet spots. It really does not matter if that lands there because that's just free tags for you. Make sure to land on the top of this building for that chest, come through the little crack, and come under the staircase for the 2nd chest. I'm not going to use my shield because I'm going to rely on fishing for that. There's also this ice machine. This bad boy is the most important part of this looting route. There's 2 boats, by the way. Oh my gosh, look at these jellyfish. Give me that shield. There's a chest spawn in this tiny building, and there's also a 4th chest. We got lucky in every chest spawn this game. Feels good. Just imagine if Epic reverts that change. All of these spots are going to be so good. Make sure you farm all the boats because all the boats are metal. The fake boats, that is. I recommend you guys keep your eye out because this is a good landing spot. There's 3 chests there, so someone might come to grief you on the zip line. It's not often they do that, but again, people are crazy nowadays. I usually hop back in the boat and keep fishing. I'm going to get out really quickly and farm this brick. I look over here because that is a looting route. A guy will likely have looted that spot. I really like this route because you're pretty close to the center of the map. You have a boat, which means you can fish. You have near max mats, and you can always get it at this bridge. Once you explode these fishing holes and take some solid shield fish, get you to max shield, you can take whatever leftovers are at this bridge. That's only if zone is in this area. If zone is far away, you're obviously not going to be able to come over here, and you're going to have to find steel somewhere else. All in all, you'll have pretty solid loot. Not the greatest with the white AR. However, you'll be stacked on shield, and you will have a great central location with a boat. You will always make it to zone. Spot number 6 will go back to my roots with one of the original spots I showed 10 months ago, and that is Logjam Woodworks. It's right outside Holly Hedges, behind Weeping Woods. Regardless if I'm contested or uncontested, I try to land at the bottom. I had a pretty bad drop this time. I landed here just to show you how fast I can get max wood. It's been like 10 seconds and I'm max wood. Usually there's a floor loot spawn on this. Unfortunately, there was not one this time. And then I'll come into the main factory building, which has 4 chests. One chest is behind these pallets. It did not spawn. The second chest is under here. It did not spawn. Third chest you gotta build up for if you land on the bottom. It is on this side, and it's finally here. A chest. I'll also farm the top of it for metal because you want to get max metal and wood really fast. I'll then drop down to this little door where there should be a 4th chest. My RNG was really bad this game. I'll then come outside and hit the 5th chest. It's really not there. Come on. This is one of the less risky spots, and somehow I still get terrible RNG. Let's pretend it's a real game though. We gotta keep chugging on. Farm the walls for brick. Pick up any floor loot you can get because chests are complete RNG and this game sucks. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. What I want to show you guys though, which is important, is that there is an upgrade machine. So considering how many mats you can get here, it's definitely worth an upgrade. Regardless, I'm gonna pop my minis and make my way over to the other chests. These chests should make up for the lost chests that you got bad RNG on. If these aren't here, you honestly should just quit. This log cabin has 1 chest. Oh, come on. How bad can my RNG be? I mean, my loadout really is not too bad. Hey, there we go. One of the chests finally spawned. There are mushrooms in this area, which is good. They'll get you to near max shield. There's also this bridge that you can farm for metal. You can swim down to Slurpee to get full shield. I have to go to zone, so I'm gonna hit this house that does have fishing rods. It also has loot, even with literally the worst RNG possible. I have a solid loadout. I have the ability to fish. I have near max mats, and I'm pretty close to zone. Not too bad. Second to last spot is one of the newer ones. It was quite literally added with Season 4, and that is the Sentinel's Graveyard. You should be able to see it on the map. It has the big robots at it, kind of next to the Authority on the big hill. In the beginning, this might be really contested since it's new, but once it dies down, it's going to be one of the best solo landing spots. What you want to do is you want to aim for the house that's been destroyed because there are 3 chest spawns here. Let's see my RNG. Oh no, it's not looking good. Is my RNG worse this game? There's no way. No way. What have they done to this game? Solo landing routes are so bad now. Let's pretend I have decent loot. What I usually do is come over to this guy's left hand and catapult myself. Over here is a floor loot spawn, brick for me to farm, and yet another hand to launch myself up to this chest. We finally got a chest, boys. And full shield, okay. And there's a llama in the tree. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but this skin is kind of pay to win because for some reason it tells me that I can glide. I don't have the Silver Surfer ability or anything like that. Back to the looting route. There is a chest spawn up here. After I hit it and get near max brick and wood, I will take this zip line over to this chest. We can actually see it's there. We finally got some good RNG. I'll jump down here, come to this other chest. This good RNG makes up for the bad one. Another chest. I try to avoid the Stark jets because there's going to be a lot of people near them. If you wanted to, you could have just ziplined and gone to this building first. Usually this one is looted, but it might not this season just because of how RNG chests are. There's one chest in it. You can see it overlooks the area we were in, so be careful if someone lands here. And to finish the route, I'll hop in a boat, fall off the cliff. You basically want to get any fish that was not picked up. Oh my gosh, a purple charge. There we go. Some good RNG, as well as validation that fishing is so broken. Not too bad of a route. For the final spot, I gotta give homage to the GOAT, Cooler Aqua. This is Aqua Island, which I have not visited yet. It's kind of near Craggy. It's right here. When you land here, you want to aim for this building, the big back one. If you have the best drop here, you're pretty much always going to win it. EU kids, do not contest Aqua. He will demolish you. This has a floor loot spawn, a little secret stairway. I don't believe that spawned. There's another chest spawn here that did not spawn. The bad RNG is back. Still, I'm going to break through, farm this brick, these pallets. I'm going to side grade into a blue pump, and I'm going to make my way over to these two chests. You see how the guy who lands here, if you have a better drop, he's not going to be able to get this chest. That's all you, and you're going to win the spot with ease as long as you have the best drop. This is where the question mark is, by the way, if you've never seen it. You can get max wood and brick here with ease. Did this chest spawn? I did not see it. No, it did not. We're chilling though because we have a boat, and boats are broken. We got floppers, shield fish. That's gonna get me to full shield. This place has a ridiculous amount of fish. Fish are so broken this season. I have 200 shield. So from there, I'm gonna come and hit these two huts. Be careful of the Stark jet. Some people might land here just to get that. There's one chest that did spawn. And for max metal, you're gonna come over to the final chest in this area. We landed at this island. We boated over here for that chest. Made sure no one was near us with the Stark jet. And farmed all these cars for max metal. Look at my loadout and tell me fishing is not broken. You don't even need a real landing spot. Just go on to lootlake.info, look up where a boat is, see if there's any chests around it, and land on a boat. Boats are seriously the most broken things in the game. One final thing I wanted to mention is that you're not too close to the center of the map. You can see I'm behind Doom's domain. I guess if I wanted to, I could have gotten back in the boat and boated up towards this area, the bridge we were at. However, it's more than okay to just run it in. Just make sure you rotate early. Overall, guys, those are the 8 best landing spots in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4. I know a lot of them did not look amazing, especially compared to those from last season. It's all because chest spawn rates are 50%. Epic has not changed it yet. I really hope they do. Regardless, if you're able to incorporate fishing into your looting route, you're going to have some really solid loot. So if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, do be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel down here, and to turn on my post notifications. Shout out to everyone using code itsJerian. I love each and every one of you. I've been getting an insane amount of messages from you guys, so I apologize if I cannot respond. Just know I do see them and I am appreciative. Otherwise, that's it from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later!